Chattanooga, we have always led the way forward. From our beginnings propelling the locomotive, to becoming known as the Gig City, to working with the TVA's mission of providing reliable power while preserving our region's beauty. Here at Village Volkswagen, we continue that tradition by helping the TVA electrify their fleet with the all-new VW ID4. As World Car of the Year, it only makes sense it's made in our city. Reserve yours at villagevw.com and let's lead the way like we've always done.
Hey, I'm Eric Gardner with Volunteer Rid-A-Pest. You know, many people want to do it yourself. So if you're having a pest problem at your home, you can, but you got to be very careful, because here's the thing. Most of the time, if a person goes to the emergency room due to pesticide exposure, it's typically a homeowner who has misapplied or improperly stored the pesticide. So use the right product in the right amount, in the right area, and you'll have success, but be careful. Or you can give us a call and we'll make sure we do it right, and we'll do it very safely.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
There's a lot to consider when it comes to choosing a Medicare plan. That's where Health Markets Insurance Agency can help. Independent licensed insurance agents who work with Health Markets can answer your questions about the different parts of Medicare, when you can enroll, benefits, costs, and more. Speak to a local licensed insurance agent today to get started on your Medicare journey.
Back here at Cleveland Middle School, Andy Jenkins joins me, the Dean of Students at Lake Forest Middle School. It's nice to meet you. I've heard you every week on Friday Night Blitz after the football games, but it's nice to meet you, Mr. Jenkins. And being the Dean of Students, you have a full-time job.
There's always a ball game. There's always something to do at school. You know, whether it's attendance, discipline, or athletics, you know, it keeps me busy. But, you know, likewise, it's a pleasure to finally get to meet you in person.
Well, thank you.
You know, after these last couple of years, you know, listen to you on the radio. You do a great job, and I know you do a phenomenal job.
I didn't ask you to say that. Now let's make sure.
No, that was totally unsolicited. But you guys do a good job on Friday nights, you and Greg, and you know. I just enjoy doing what I do and getting to call you a colleague. So.
Thank you. We want to talk about this weekend. Lake Forest is hosting the district tournament. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, that's the TMSAA district tournament, Area 4. So there were actually 5 teams on each side this year. However, Hunter Middle School dropped out on the boys' side.
Okay.
Because they still have been going this season or this year by the traditional Hamilton County athletic calendar. So it's not set up the same way that the TSSAA calendar is.
No.
So their season, I don't remember when their last actual ball game was. I think it was before Christmas break. So.
Wow.
So it's just 4 teams on the boys' side, but the girls have 5. And it starts off Saturday at 12 o'clock. East Hamilton is their 1 seed coming from that area in Hamilton County. And on the boys' side, and it looks like Ocoee Middle School is going to be the number 1 seed on the boys bracket from our area here. So should be some good basketball. We'll have 3 games on Monday, and then the runner-up, the consolation game and championship game on Tuesday.
So the tournament starts at noon on Saturday at Lake Forest.
Yes.
Did you say there's 4 games?
Yeah, there are four games on Saturday. The admission is the same on all 3 nights. It's $7 because it is a TSSAA tournament, and children 5 and under are free.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to the opportunity to host the event, get people out on our campus, and see all the great things our coaches and staff are doing out there.
So Saturday at Lake Forest, 4 games. I'm assuming the girls start at noon?
Girls will start at noon, and I don't have my bracket with me, or I would
That's all right.
be able to tell you who exactly that will be. But I can tell you that the game that we just finished watching determined who the number 1 seed was on the girls bracket. So Cleveland Middle, congratulations to them, came away with a W tonight.
And then to repeat, the semis is Monday night.
Yes.
Okay. That'll be, did you say 3 games?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the consolation and championship game for the girls will be on Tuesday night. Okay. So Monday night, I think, it'll be all boys teams that are playing.
Yeah. Andy Jenkins, it's a pleasure to meet you. Glad
yes, sir.
To meet you and go over. And that Saturday, 4 games, Lake Forest Middle School. Then the semis, 3 games Monday, and consolation championships on Tuesday. I hope you have a great turnout for it. Sounds like a very, very good basketball tournament, middle school tournament.
That's what we're hoping for. Just some good basketball, and there's a lot of great basketball that goes on here in Cleveland and Bradley County.
Right.
I would put our 3 teams against anybody in the state, and
absolutely.
They have great coaches, great players, and all 3 are great schools.
Now, you've got to introduce the young man with you tonight.
This is my oldest son. This is Noah, and Noah's 12, and he's a 7th grader. He's my oldest little boy. He's autistic, but he's taught me a lot through my life. Let me tell you, you don't really know what you know until you have kids.
Amen.
And we both did some growing up together, and he's my little man.
Oh, Noah, it's nice to meet you, buddy. Glad that you're with us tonight. Andy Jenkins and Noah, thank you guys very much for the information. I appreciate it very much. We're going to take a break, come back, and have the starting lineups for the boys' game in just a moment.
It has been a pleasure to provide our communities with presidential service for 45 years. With a 5-star rating from Bauer Financial Services, our customers can feel confident in the safety and soundness of our bank. Our technology allows access to your banking information from the palm of your hand, whether you need to open an account, obtain a loan, or just ask a question. Our local service and support ensures you get help when you need it. We're confident you won't find a more personal and satisfying banking relationship. Come make a friend at Andrew Johnson Bank. Member FDIC.
Did you know 4 out of every 10 pills contain a potential lethal dose of fentanyl? 2 salt-sized grains of fentanyl can kill. Talk to your kids today about the risks of fentanyl. ATS The Bridge, speaking out against drugs, speaking up with a message of hope. Visit atsthebridge.org today.
Audi Chattanooga puts you in the fast lane with the bigger and better sure-footed Q7 Quattro, or 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds in an athletic Q5 S-Line. Both in stock now. Audi Chattanooga.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving and seal coating. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old surfaces made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
From Lookout Mountain to Cleveland. From Red Bank to Collegedale. Luxury lives here.
Chattanooga Auto Square is your home for premium luxury automobiles. and we have the largest selection in all of Chattanooga of pre-owned vehicles from every major brand.
Chattanooga Auto Square, Jaguar, Land Rover, Porsche, Infiniti.
Luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Pregame here on MixedTV.tv. Terry Evans along with Austin Chadwick, Andy Jenkins, and of course the one and only. The man over to my right station would be closing up without this one over here. Absolutely. So anyway, it's a pregame show here on MixedTV.tv. It's brought to you by Mountain View Nissan. And this pregame is brought to you by Cleveland Ford. Mountain View Nissan, the naming sponsor for the games on Mixed TV middle school games. And on the pregame, Cleveland Ford. Honda starting lineup in just a moment. Live from the court, Springdale Heating and Air. The tip-off in a few moments will be brought to you by Chat Cars. And the broadcast booth here at Cleveland Middle School by Audi of Chattanooga. As Gideon Ratcliffe over to my left, I think I gave him some recognition a minute ago, just didn't say the name. Sorry, Gideon. But anyway, our pleasure to be here at Cleveland Middle School. Thanks to Scott Carroll and the staff here at Cleveland Middle for for being so good to us during this broadcast tonight. And for the Honda of Cleveland starting lineup, I do not have Lake Forest starting lineup. Let me give Cleveland's, and then we'll ask Andy Jenkins. Andy, if you have the starters, would you mark those for me for Lake Forest? I'll give the Cleveland starting lineup. Number 1, Jason McGowan. Number 11, LaCoris Eddings. Number 13, Andrew Johnson. Number 15, Javon James. And number 30, Gabe Krebs. Andy Jenkins, do you have the starters for Lake Forest?
Got them right here. We've got the starters for tonight's game. Let's see. I don't see them marked on here, but I'm just going to try to wing it here. I think I can handle that.
Yes, sir.
So we got number 3, Tay Lindsay. We got number 12, Trenton Norton. We've got number 23, Xanton Branham. We have number 2, Kane Cooley. And our last one, I think, will probably be Kinzer Presley, number 11.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
We'll see how close I am here in just a minute.
Oh, I'd say you're spot on that. Being Dean of Students, you know about every one of them, and so it's nice to have you here beside me for a little while.
And you never can tell. You know, Coach may try to throw in a new scheme tonight and do a different starting lineup.
Coach Andrew Nipper of Lake Forest and his assistant Brendan Lingerfeld. If I remember correctly, on Hardy's Friday Night Blitz during basketball, Brendan was there with you quite often.
Yes, Brandon is actually, he is that guy that just knows the most obscure sports statistics and facts. Like, I mean, he eats, breathes, sleeps sports. I'm actually shocked he's married because that's all the man does is watch sports. But he, no, just all jokes aside, he's a great guy and loves sports. Done a really good job with us. Helped out last year with baseball and is doing basketball this year.
If I'm remembering correctly, and we'll get back to basketball in a second, but if I remember correctly, Brendan is from the Madisonville area.
Yeah.
And Sequoia High School's kind of had some rough stretches. And of course, you guys wouldn't bring it up except every week.
Every week. You know, we give him a very hard time about that. You know, he graduated from Sequoia High School, actually played basketball up there, and you know, he takes it in good stride. You know, we all can't go to Bradley or Cleveland, so you know, we've adopted him like our own. Though.
Well, he's got to be a good guy because you guys kind of ride him hard sometimes. But anyway, it's all in fun. As we get ready for basketball here on mixtv.tv. And so it's going to wrap up the pregame brought to you by Cleveland Ford. And so we're going to go to our broadcast of the boys game. The winner of this game will finish second in the district, and the loser will be third in the upcoming tournament starting Saturday at Lake Forest. Remember, noon will begin the girls' contest. 4 games for Andy Jenkins and Lake Forest on Saturday. 4 games at Lake Forest for the district tournament. The semis on Monday, 3 games, and then consolation championship on Tuesday.
Yep.
Do you have the time set for Monday and Tuesday, the first game?
I believe the first game is at 5, and the next one will be at 6:15, and then the last one will start at 7:30.
All right. As we get ready for the 8th grade game, and for the Blue Raiders being introduced here on 8th grade night. Between games, 8th graders, cheerleaders, and team was recognized.
I want you to look at that. We've got the starting lineup right.
You know, I never had a doubt in you. I knew you had the information.
This ought to be a really good game, Terry.
Yes, it should be very good. Andy, the game down at Lake Forest, was that a Lake Forest win or was that a Cleveland win?
It was a Lake Forest win. We came back late, and it was close. I want to say it actually was we won it in overtime. I want to say it was maybe 4, 6 points, something like that. Really, really close game.
Well, maybe we'll have one of those tonight.
Have some really good matchups tonight.
So it's going to be Cleveland with the height advantage on the tip. Jumping for Lake Forest, Tripp Norton. And tip controlled over to Lake Forest in front court. A drive, shot, won't go. Ball tipped around. Cleveland controls with Presley. I'm sorry, looked at the wrong lineup. That's Eddings.
Yeah. It's Kane Cooley on the other end with a missed shot.
Ball underneath, and nice D by Lake Forest, blocking the shot from behind.
Rebound by Presley, pass to Branham. Branham driving to the basket, goes for the layup.
And ball out of bounds.
Lake Forest ball.
No score yet here on mixtv.tv. Ball comes in to Deontay Lindsay. Shot blocked, saved by Cleveland.
Picked up.
It's going to be Lindsay again. Shot won't go, and the rebound pulled down again by Eddings of Cleveland.
Seems to be a lid on that basket, Terry.
5 minutes to go. Interception. Here comes Lake Forest the other way. Open 3, didn't take it. But shooting will be Cooley. Shot not good. Cleveland wanting to run. 2 on 2. Oh, he drug a foot, and that's going to be a travel. So give the ball back to the Bruins. Andy Jenkins, how long has Coach Nipper been coach? Do you know? I have no idea.
He, let's see. I think he's been there. I want to say this is year 12, I think.
Okay.
He's been our head coach. I grew up. I'm quite a few years older than Andrew, but I've known him all my life.
Branham on the other end scores for Lake Forest, and Cleveland comes back to tie. We're at 2 4:15 to go in the first quarter.
But he was really good friends with a good friend of mine, and so I've known him since he was a little kid, and does a really good job. Branham takes a long shot, banks a three, and you have to call those, right?
Yes, a Key of Cleveland three by Brandon. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 on South Lee. Cleveland controls outside. Javon James pumps, shot no good, and rebound will be Lake Forest, leading 5-2. Oh, great outlet pass, but they missed the layup. Cleveland will come the other way and lose it. Drive, outside, three in the air, no, won't go. Ball on the floor. Scramble, and it's going to be Lake Forest controlling with Norton. Drive, shot blocked from the foul line, shot no good, and so going to call jump ball. Andy Jenkins, Lake Forest having trouble just hitting the shot. They're getting plenty of opportunities, like you said.
You know, like I said earlier, this seems like there's a lid on it. You know, we've just got to contain our composure. That's the big thing. I mean, we're missing shots that we should be making, easy layups. You know, Cleveland just got the bucket down low right there.
LaCoris Eddings for the two for Cleveland. It's a 5-4 Lake Forest lead. 2:38 to go. First quarter on mixtv.tv. Oh, shot blocked nicely. Very nice shot blocked by Gabe Krebs. Shot blocks on Mixed TV brought to you by Caldwell Paving.
That kid's huge. I bet he's every bit of 6'1", 6'2".
Every bit, and maybe an inch or two more. I don't know. From up here, he looks about 6'2". Cleveland on the inbounds. Oh, did he walk? No call. 15 shot in the air, no good for Cleveland from Javon James.
Rebound by Branham, passes out to Presley to Trip Norton. Trip drives, has his shot blocked.
Three in the air, no good. And the rebound, Cleveland's Javon James.
I'm not so sure I'd be taking it to the basket, Terry, if I was my kids down there.
Long three, no good. Here's Lake Forest. Shot won't go. Bruins lose it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say off Cleveland, so give it to the Bruins beneath their bucket. A 1-point lead for Lake Forest with 1:39 to go in a fast-moving first quarter on mixtv.tv. Drive. Runner won't go for Cooley, and so Cleveland comes away with it.
Cleveland's really playing some really good defense right now in this first quarter.
With the ball, McGowan gives it up. Long three in the air. Nope. Tipped out. Cleveland controls.
Yep.
Pull up. No, they pass over, and shot won't go for Eddings. Put back, yes. So Cleveland takes the lead at 6-5. Less than a minute to go in the first. Drive in traffic and foul on Cleveland as Deontay Lindsay drove and was fouled. McGowan picks up his first foul. Fouls brought to you by Health Markets, Chris Young of Health Markets, and at the Cleveland Utilities free throw line, missing the first is Lindsay. Second one, got it. So Lindsay 1 of 2 from the Cleveland Utilities free throw line. We're tied at 6. Less than a minute to go in the first. Winner of this game will be second in the district. Loser third. Ocoee Middle will be the number 1 seed in the upcoming district tournament. Nice spin move, and the shot goes through.
That was a great move right there.
LaCorius Eddings with the move. And so here's the way it happened. The drive, the spin, and banks it off the glass. Nice move, spin move, Eddings, and we have a stoppage in play. Andy Jenkins, did you see the reason for the stop? I was watching the replay, so I'm not sure. Oh, we got a T?
He called a technical on, well, it may have been on Presley, number 11.
All right.
I'm not quite sure for what. He may have said something, but.
And Cleveland Utilities free throw won't go on the Tech. Sagawin with the push. Got it. So Lacorius Eddings 1 of 2 on the free throws. Cleveland ball at side court.
Oh, watch that TV.
27 seconds. And foul away from the bucket. Away from the inbounds play. So foul on Lake Forest. Drive shot no good. Lake Forest Bruins with the ball. Stolen. Nice dish. McGowan got it. McGowan's first points of the game. 11-6. Cleveland has scored 7 straight. Lindsay, one into drive, traffic, shot no good, and it's going to be the big man, Krebs, controlling at the end of 1 here on MixedTV.tv. Cleveland will lead 11-6, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
Big news, we're all morning people now. Nope, you're not less lazy. Hardee's now serves super sausage biscuits anytime before noon on weekends.
What?
Again?
Bite into the new, meaty, super sausage biscuit, only at Hardee's. At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
As we go to the second quarter, halftime coming up, of course, in a little while. Interventional Pain Consultants bringing you the halftime, IPCTennessee.com. Nice inbounds play underneath Andy Jenkins. Nice play by Lake Forest coming out of the break.
That was a very good play. That was Trey. And that last name that slipped my mind for some reason. Number 13.
Richards.
Trey Richards. With the easy bucket down low. You know, it escalated quickly there at the end of the half. Went from a tie game to a 5-point Cleveland lead.
3 from McGowan, won't go. Weak side rebound. Eddings, he'll go up strong. Ed won't go. Big man Cripps with the rebound. His shot is blocked. Still Cleveland ball. And finally controlling outside, Holden White. Holden came in at the quarter break. McGowan underneath Krebs. Other side 3. Ooh! A big 3 for Cleveland, a key of Cleveland 3. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Big time shot there.
On South Lee. Lake Forest looking it over. Branham now underneath. Lindsay trying to go against the double team. Comes off the iron and the rebound. Krebs pulls it down. Blue Raiders front court. Another 3. No, this one doesn't go down. With the ball will be Lake Forest, and the foul will be on the Blue Raiders.
Get a little physical down there.
just a little bit back and forth as Trey Richards comes down with the ball. Nobody in the bonus. Gabe Krebs, who had a good first quarter out for Cleveland, giving him a break. Lindsey outside against McGowan. Gets the ball over to Norton.
Trip Norton.
Norton thought about the three, decided not to. Branham's three, no, won't go. And the rebound will be Eddings. Early second quarter. Jump shot, no good. White, his first of the game. A little contested, a little out of control there. Lindsey will fire a three, got it. Lindsey for the key of Cleveland three. Bounce pass on the way. And carrying the ball, unfortunately for Lake Forest. So they will turn it over, and a timeout on the floor. I thought, no, I guess not.
It's got a technical.
It's going to be Cleveland. Did they tee up? Well, we'll take a break and come back. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Cleveland. We'll try to get it figured out in 30 seconds. We'll be back.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Here at Cleveland Middle School, as Cleveland leads this one 14-11 on MixedTV.tv. If you have friends, family, former Cleveland residents, graduates of Bradley, Cleveland, Walker Valley, just anybody that connected with the community, they can watch the game anywhere on MixedTV.tv as Cleveland loses the ball out of bounds.
I don't guess that there was a technical foul called,
No,
but it sure looked like it. Maybe he was just signaling timeout, but it looked like a technical foul.
So, luckily or good for Lake Forest that no tee. Andy and I kind of thought somebody had said or done something, but not the case. Back to action on the floor. Drive and outside, open. Shot, no, off the iron, and it's going to be Cleveland rebounding as Krebs is back in there. He didn't get much of a break. He's back in now, a short break.
It's a big kid.
Underneath, Eddings strong, got it. Good move by Eddings to make it a 16-11 game. Under the 3-minute mark of the first half. Looked like a foul, not called.
They're letting them play tonight.
Shot, no, won't go. Krebs will bring it down with his height. Cleveland front court. New player in the game is, no, he's not the new player. James has been in there. Gets the ball, stops. Quick three, doesn't go, and weak side Eddings. Between two, puts it up. He's strong underneath.
Muscled that one in.
LaCoris Eddings with a strong move and a timeout by Coach Nipper of the Bruins, and we're going to take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is a McDonald's timeout.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
After the McDonald's timeout, back to action at Cleveland Middle School. 18-11, Cleveland on top. We are under the 2-minute mark of the half. Lindsey with the ball, trying to go against McGowan. Gives it up to Norton. Norton in the paint won't go. Ball on the floor. It's going to be
scramble.
unable to control. Yeah, there's diving for the ball for Lake Forest, Presley, but he couldn't control it. (18-11) as Cleveland led 11-6 at the quarter break. McGowan wanted to go to Krebs, couldn't get the ball in there. Krebs playing high. Outside McGowan, the quick three, off the iron. Rebound, and we get a foul on the rebound underneath. I believe it's going to be on Kinzer Presley. Cleveland not in the bonus. Coming out for the Blue Raiders will be Monquez Bush. McGowan inbounds. Ooh, looked like a push.
It did look like one.
Krebs fouled on the rebound. So, Andy Jenkins, you mentioned a minute ago, sometimes they're letting them play. And
you know, really, it looks like they're letting them play in both the games, girls' game and this one. You know, but just as we saw that, you know, that they called this foul. So, you know, it just, you know, there's a fine balance, and you know, at this level, you know, a lot of them are still learning the game. So,
absolutely. Krebs misses on the first, hits the second Cleveland Utilities free throw. Middle school games on mixtv.tv, brought to you by Mountain View Nissan. Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Lindsay outside, wants to take McGowan to the lane. Shot no good, ball on the floor. It's going to be Cleveland ball.
It's going too strong with our shots, it looks like.
A little bit, especially that time. McGowan loses the handle.
Should be Lake Forest ball. Yep.
And so give it to Lake Forest. Cleveland coming in with a 16-7 record for Coach Derek Morris. With the ball, Presley slapped out of his hands. Retrieved by Norton. Norton on the run, shot no good, and offensive foul charge against Tripp Norton. So Cleveland with the ball, leading 19-11. Under the 30-second mark of the half. For Cleveland, Andrew Johnson, offensive foul. Well, 2 possessions, 2 offensive fouls.
Be careful what you ask for, right?
So Bruins with trying to make a bucket here and pull closer before halftime. And we get a foul. McGowan, nope. Offensive foul. It's going to be on Lindsay. I assumed it was on McGowan. He's defending Lindsay, but Lindsay's called for the foul. Been a while since I've seen 3 possessions, 3 offensive fouls.
Yep. So he's in some foul trouble.
Holden White coming in for the Bruins. Seconds ticking down. Cleveland will not get a shot off. Pass thrown away, and 0.1 second on the clock. Cleveland turns it over. So going to be a catch and quick release right here. And they didn't get the shot away. So halftime score on mixtv.tv, it's going to be the Blue Raiders of Derek Morris leading this one 19-11. Cleveland 19, Lake Forest 11 at the half. Coming up, halftime here on Mix TV, and we'll take a minute break and come back with the halftime as apparently somebody wasn't happy down on the floor. We want to talk with Coach Patterson of Lake Forest when we come back 1 minute from now.
3 Mountain View Nissan locations mean one giant selection. And with over 800 new Nissan vehicles to choose from, we've got something the whole family will love. Like no payments for 90 days and 0% financing on select Nissan models. That's right, 0 payments and 0% financing on some of our best-selling Nissan models. So come shop Mountain View Nissan in Chattanooga, Dalton, and the all-new Cleveland, home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, with great news. Interest rates are super low, and your old car is worth more than ever. So if you're wondering if you should be buying a new Kia, it's a no-brainer. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. If you've got $500 down and you make $2,000 a month, I'll do my best to get you approved. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
KiaofCleveland.com.
Halftime, we want to talk with Coach Patterson, Elizabeth Patterson of Lake Forest Lady Bruins. Coach, tough game. It was a hard-fought game. Your girls came strong in the second quarter, I thought, and had a game tied, I believe, at 12 at halftime. But you pointed out to me before we went on the air about their defense, and so it was what you said it was, very tough.
Yes, sir. They play tough defense at Cleveland Middle School. They sure do. I feel like we do too. We just struggled offensively tonight. You know, some things happened, some things didn't fall into place. We got some major key plays during the second quarter. I was very proud of how hard they played. They played through the whole game, all 4 quarters.
Yes, they did. In fact, near the game's end, I forgot what player it was, but there in front of the scorer's table, you had players diving for the ball, sliding into the scorer's table almost and everything. So I was impressed that from the tip until the end, they put out a lot of effort.
Yes, sir, and I'm proud of them as well. They play hard.
If you mentioned a couple of players who you felt really went above and beyond, who would you call tonight?
Jada Francis, number 13. She's a sister of Shemaya Francis from Bradley High School. She's my big. She's been big on that team for since she's been in the 6th grade. She was kind of the only one that grew for a long time, so we kind of had to learn how to play small. Mariah Greenwood, number 25, she's really stepped into her own shoes. She kind of got in some foul trouble early on, so I didn't get to play her as often as she typically plays. And then Jamia Lindsay, also Jalea Lindsay is her older sister at Walker Valley. She really put in some good minutes with us. Presley Sanders came in off the bench hot, and then of course the Johnson twins. They're like little gnats out there, you know. I got Holly Reimer as my 2 guard. She made some key plays in the first half that, you know, even just penetrating. She made a basket cut, backdoor cut, hit a layup, and I was like, man, that was just smart. She's just got really good basketball IQ.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of all of them. I could brag on every single one of them. I hate that we fell short in that game. That happens, unfortunately, sometimes, and, you know, you just got to pick it up and play harder the next time you see them, because we'll see them again.
You know, sports are such life lessons. Every day is not going to be your day, and you're just going to have to, when you get out of school and have to go work for a living, you got to pick yourself up the next day and go again. And so it's a life lesson that they learn.
Yes, sir, and that's the goal. I mean, I tell them all the time, like, girls, you know, I do this so that I can hopefully, you know, make an impact on you as a person, but also teach you something about some basketball, because, you know, they all, I think, for the most part, want to play at the next level. And if they, you know, continue in the route that they're taking, they're going to the Barrettes. And, you know, that's a big step. Those are big old shoes to fill in. So I try to push them as hard as I can.
Well, it pays off, because you have girls leaving your school and going to Bradley. Right now, Fields is playing like a senior for Coach Reuter down at Bradley instead of a freshman. I mean, she's one of the most outstanding freshmen I've seen in forever.
Yeah, Kimora Fields is a phenom. She's just unreal. I'm proud of her. I cannot take credit for Kimora. She came in unreal, you know, as an 8th or a 6th grader from Parkview Elementary School. She immediately got pulled up to the 7th grade and then the 8th grade, and then, you know, so she's been playing varsity ball at the level that she's at for a long time. So she played under Coach Sandra Morris, and man, she's just a heck of a ball player, and she is a force to be reckoned with. And you know, you got Avery Brewer as well, who also played for us, and she's another one that just really stands out as far as guards go. Carpenter, Hannah Jones, I mean, all those girls. I'm so proud of every single one of them, and I don't claim anything but tying their shoes and telling them good game. You know, I'm just so proud of every single one of them.
Well, you know, I think you're a little bit more involved than that with them, in all honesty. But anyway, now Andy Jenkins is putting on a tournament starting Saturday. So do you know yet when you'll play?
Yes, sir. We will play. We are seeded 2nd, so we will play East Hamilton on Saturday at 2:30.
Have you seen East Hamilton or heard much about them?
I have not seen East Hamilton. We tried to schedule a game with them early on in the season. It didn't work out. So Cleveland and Ocoee, I think, both played them. And from what I have been told, they run a press into a man. So hopefully, I mean, playing Cleveland's good prep for them because that's about what we were looking at there. So, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about them other than that.
And so that's going to be Saturday at Lake Forest. Once again, the time?
2:30.
2:30. The first game is at 12, girls game. And so you play at 2:30 against East Ham. And Coach Patterson just met you tonight.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you coming up here and making the effort to get up here. And, you know, there are some coaches that like to talk to broadcasters after a big win. I really appreciate coaches who come and talk to us when things didn't go the way they wanted them to. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you for inviting me.
We'll take a quick break and be back. This is Sports on MixedTV.tv.
L&B Appliance is your one-stop appliance shop and HVAC dealer. Locally owned and operated, serving this area for over 30 years. They offer sales and service. L&B Appliance, located on Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231. L&B Appliance, large enough to meet all your home appliance needs, small enough to appreciate your business.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Thanks to Coach Patterson of Lake Forest Middle School Lady Bruins coming by and talking to us during the Interventional Pain Consultants halftime show. IPCTennessee.com. Interventional Pain Consultants. IPCTennessee.com. Halftime show on MixedTV.tv. So we go to the third quarter action. A 19-11 count in favor of the Blue Raiders, and possession error will go their way. Cleveland over to McGowan. Back outside. Andrew Johnson. Shot won't go. He had a good first half. And here comes Bruins running the other way with Kane Cooley controlling outside. And I believe Lindsay must be on the bench with a couple of fouls. Open look for three, rolls over the rim, and a foul on the rebound. Looks like it will be on McGowan. So give the ball to Cleveland beneath their bucket. Coming in for the Blue Raiders is Ease O'Bauer. And I'm sure I butchered that name. I apologize. Offensive foul underneath. Give the ball to Lake Forest, as it's going to be Lake Forest going with pressure. And interception, nice save, good hustle that time by Kane Cooley for Walker Valley. Excuse me, I've said that too many times. For Lake Forest, double team in backcourt as Lake Forest loses the ball. Eddings, who's had a very good first half. McGowan, Eddings on the right side. Lob underneath, and great sight that time. Eddings getting the ball to Krebs for the very easy bucket. And Cleveland ups the lead to 10. First time they've had a double-figure lead at 21-11. And loose ball saved for the Bruins. Nice dish underneath. Oh, the shot won't go. Put back is blocked. Tough break for the Bruins. They had point blank and it wouldn't go down. So ball tied up. Give it to Cleveland on the era. McGowan to pull the trigger. No, I'm sorry. Lake Forest to pull the trigger. Branham comes in. They double team the ball. Long three for the Bruins, in and out, and it's going to be controlled by the Bruins and jump ball as they tie up Trayvon Richards. And so it's going to be McGowan inbounding against pressure. Cleveland up in this one with 4:13 to go in the third quarter. Ball on the floor, saved by the Blue Raiders. McGowan thought about the three. Other side, three contested in the air, is going to roll in. Nice shot that time by Andrew Johnson. Two contested it, but he still got it to drop through. Bruins to the attack. Outside will be Cooley. Here's a three, no good. And it's going to be put back, yes. Branham on the putback, making the score 24-13. 3:30 to go in the third here on MixedTV.tv. McGowan, nice dish. Krebs goes, shot no good, and rebound pulled down by the men in black and gold. And now Krebs takes it away. With the ball, Eddings. McGowan for the three, no, won't go. And ball controlled. And coming the other way for the Bruins is Branham. Three, yes. Nice shot, Kane Cooley for the Kia of Cleveland three. Remember, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 on South Lee. And we'll be back after this timeout.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service. We're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals. We're here for you.
So come shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and cleveland-nissan.com today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
Back here at Cleveland Middle School after the timeout. A 24-16 count. Cleveland on top. They have the ball. McGowan controls outside for the Blue Raiders. So Coach Morris. Underneath, Eddings, and powers his way to the bucket again. He's had quite a night. Lacorius Eddings for the Blue Raiders. Quick three, Lindsey back in the game. Doesn't go, and it's going to be controlled by Cleveland. Bush with the rebound. Pass to McGowan on the drive, won't go. Cleveland controls. Taken away by the Bruins. Three, a long, deep three, nothing but net. Bombing away is Zanton Branham. deepest three we've seen tonight. That's the key of Cleveland 3. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 on South Lee. Cleveland tries to answer, no good. Lindsay with the rebound, double teamed, knocked down, and the foul, I think, on McGowan. Yes, it is. Kason McGowan called for the foul. Coming back in will be Krebs of Cleveland. As getting a break will be Eddings. Low left side, spin move, shot. Had to go over Krebs, it didn't go through. Here's McGowan with the outlet pass. Drive, oh, nice play. Javon James, that was a pretty play right there. Lindsay the other way, Krebs blocks it, Cleveland ball, and knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by Kane Cooley. .113 to go in the third. Cleveland by 9, 28-19. Cleveland throws it away to the corner. Cooley, pull up, left side. Won't go, rebound Krebs. McGowan being dogged by Cooley. Gets the ball back outside. Johnson, McGowan. Cross-court pass. They go right side. Johnson trying to get away from Lindsay. Johnson, kind of a wild shot there on a runner and will go the other way. Cooley, cut off, lost the ball, taken away. Good hustle that time by Javon James. McGowan tries to go underneath, and Eddings gets open, Krebs gets open for the easy two. Nice play, McGowan to Krebs. The big man gave Krebs for the two. Lindsay. Shot, a three, but it's knocked back by Johnson. Back to Lindsay. He gives it up, three in the air at the buzzer. Doesn't go. At the end of three for the Cleveland Blue Raiders of Coach Derek Marsh, 30, and Coach Nippers at Lake Forest Bruins, 19. 30-19 Cleveland at the end of three. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 60 with the fourth quarter.
It has been a pleasure to provide our communities with presidential service for 45 years. With a 5-star rating from Bauer Financial Services, our customers can feel confident in the safety and soundness of our bank. Our technology allows access to your banking information from the palm of your hand, whether you need to open an account, obtain a loan, or just ask a question. Our local service and support ensures you get help when you need it. We're confident you won't find a more personal and satisfying banking relationship. Come make a friend at Andrew Johnson Bank. Member FDIC.
Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. They can do it all. Rick's Plumbing Service has been in Cleveland for 35 years. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. That's 595-6143.
We go to the fourth quarter on MixedTV.tv. Terry Evans bringing you the action here at Cleveland Middle School tonight. It's been my honor to bring the basketball game to you. As ball at side court will be Lake Forest ball. Lindsay walking it up. Coming out to get it. Pearson gets a return to Lindsay. Tough shot, and put back won't go. Rebound, it's going to be a foul. And let's see, foul will be on Lake Forest. Pressure, and nice pass underneath. The big man misses it. Krebs couldn't make it go down. Here comes the Bruins the other way. Cleveland looking for win number 17 on the year. Coach Morris's group has a 16-7 record. And going over the back is Eddings. So Nobody in the one and one bonus, so it's going to be Bruin basketball. Nice quick underneath, and the foul on Krebs. Gabe Krebs called for the foul. Nice play by the Bruins of Andrew Nipper. Nice inbounds play. And at the Cleveland Utilities free throw line, Kinzer Presley. Shot is good. Coming in will be Johnson again, going out, James. Second one, in and out, rolls around 360 and falls. Cleveland with the ball. As Abira controls outside. Stops his dribble. McGowan being hounded out there by Cooley. And 5-second call on McGowan. Give the ball up. And it's going to be Bruin basketball. We're under the 5-minute mark in this ball game. Cleveland by 10 at 30-20. Lindsay drive, throws up a wild one, shot no good, and a foul on the rebound. It's going to be Krebs again. So at the Cleveland Utilities free throw line, waiting the ball from the official, Presley again. And again, she rolls around and falls away. Foul brought to you by Health Markets, Chris Young. And standing at the Cleveland Utilities free throw line, Presley got the second. Pressure by the Bruins. Johnson, Eddings, drives to the bucket, and ball out of bounds, blocked, no foul, as there was one in front of him and one behind him. Block shot by Caldwell Paving. Since 1958, Caldwell Paving here in the Bradley County area. Timeout on the floor, a McDonald's timeout. We're going to take it with them. Score, Cleveland 30-21. Back in 60.
In Chattanooga, we have always led the way forward. From our beginnings propelling the locomotive, to becoming known as the Gig City, to working with the TVA's mission of providing reliable power while preserving our region's beauty. Here at Village Volkswagen, we continue that tradition by helping the TVA electrify their fleet with the all-new VW ID4. As World Car of the Year, it only makes sense it's made in our city. Reserve yours at villagevw.com and let's lead the way like we've always done.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
Give the ball to Cleveland. Coming out of the break, as Wake Forest lost it. Give it to Cleveland. And give it back to the Bruins as Lindsay comes up with the steal. Lindsay against McGowan. Wants to take him to the bucket, throws it up. No good. And the rebound on the floor off of Cleveland. Krebs will be coming back in. He got two quick fouls a while ago, but he's back in now for Cleveland. Coach Nipper calling the inbounds play. Underneath, turnaround, shot good, and the bucket. Foul will be on Johnson of Cleveland. Nice move that time, beautiful move. As Branham again comes up with a big play. Shot, no, doesn't go. Rebound, Krebs there for the Blue Raiders, leading by 7, 30-23. Under the 4-minute mark in this game. Johnson spins, nice move, and he travels. Weak side help came over just in time and causes him to travel. Nice spin move to get open for a moment, but the help came and he travels with the ball. Lindsey puts up a quick three, no good. Here comes McGowan. He loses it. Bruin ball. Lindsey drives, shoots on the run, no good. Ball tipped to the floor, and Cleveland will control. And foul. No, timeout, my fault. I heard the whistle. It's a timeout, not a foul. So it's a McDonald's timeout, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
In Chattanooga, we have always led the way forward. From our beginnings propelling the locomotive to becoming known as the Gig City, to working with the TVA's mission of providing reliable power while preserving our region's beauty. Here at Village Volkswagen, we continue that tradition by helping the TVA electrify their fleet with the all-new VW ID4. As World Car of the Year, it only makes sense it's made in our city. Reserve yours at villagevw.com and let's lead the way like we've always done.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you. Come see us!
Back at the Cleveland Middle School gym, as it's going to be Cleveland getting across the timeline. Eddings wants to go to the bucket, pushes, it won't go, and here comes Lake Forest out of there with it, with Norton controlling. Norton to the paint. Outside, three in the air, will not go. Krebs clears, as Branham could not get it to go down on the three-point attempt. McGowan gives it up. Johnson swings it over to James, and there's a push, as getting open cutting was Johnson. He got pushed from behind. From up here, it looked like Lindsey on the foul. Cleveland ball. There's a shot on the inbounds, nice inbounds to Johnson. He's fouled that time. The foul will be on Presley. So at the free throw line, guy who's had a good game for the Blue Raiders of Derek Morris, Andrew Johnson. Shot off the front, a little bit short. Second one from the Cleveland Utilities free throw line, and got it. Score at 31-23, 2:41 to go in this one. Lindsey taking McGowan down the lane, shot no good. He'll go to the free throw line. The foul will be on McGowan. Deontay, or Tay as he's called, T-A-Y, Tay Lindsey, to shoot two. Foul by Health Markets. Contact Chris Young at Health Markets. And the free throws brought to you by Cleveland Utilities. Game sponsor, Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Second one good. And a timeout on the floor, a full 60-second timeout for Coach Nipper and the Bruins, and we'll take it with them. This is a McDonald's timeout.
Hey, it's Josh with Wholesale Supply. Our team members have been serving the Southeast with the best plumbing, electrical, and HVAC products for the past 75 years. Founded in Cleveland, Tennessee, Wholesale Supply has everything you need, from water heaters to kitchen faucets, from lighting to septic tanks. We literally sell it all. Don't believe me? Stop by one of our 32 stores across the Southeast and check it out for yourself. And tell them Josh sent you. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Leisure Time Bowling postgame show coming up in a couple of moments. 2:30 to go in this one. Cleveland up at 6. Bruins need to stop here. There's a lob. Eddings. Shot no good. And ball slapped out. Give it to the Bruins of Coach Nipper. Cleveland strong under the boards with Cripps and also with Lacorius Eddings. As Lindsay will let the ball roll and now pick it up. Dishes. Cooley for the 3, won't go. And on the floor, last touch by whom? It's going to be Bruin ball. Inbounding, Branham. Lindsay. Underneath, shot is partially blocked. Well, it is blocked. A Caldwell Paving block. But the foul will be called on Andrew Johnson. So at the free throw line, Kinzer Presley at the Cleveland Utilities free throw line. Shot is off the iron. Coming in for the Bruins is Trevon Richards. Coming in for Cleveland will be Monquez Bush. Second one for Presley coming up. Down by 6, 31-25, and now down by, lane violation. So that's going to cost a point for the Bruins. Cleveland across the timeline. Cooley picks him up. Bush underneath. Cripps. Double team. Shot no good. Foul. Lindsay coming back in for the Bruins as Gabe Cripps stands at the line. Health Markets bringing you the foul. Cleveland Utilities bringing you the foul shot. Lindsay in and going out will be Kinzer Presley, as Gabe Cripps will get another for the Blue Raiders of Derek Morris. And this one's good. So the lead at 7 and 1:53 to go. Lindsay. Underneath. Baseline. Shot won't go. Cripps takes it away. So Cleveland will try to run some clock here. Up by 7. Bush with the ball. They switch it around to the right side. Cleveland just playing a game outside. Letting time go by. Into the paint and a foul. A holding foul against Kane Cooley. And coming back in the game will be Andrew Johnson. And McGowan will come in after the shooter gets finished. Obora ready to fire the first. And it's off the iron. He will not get a second. Eddings hustle, has the ball. Bush outside. And there's there's a foul, not intentional, but just to stop the clock. Trip Norton. One and coming up at the free throw line. Now McGowan in. Leisure Time Bowling postgame show in just a couple of moments. Foul shot, won't go. And ball on the floor. It's going to be a tie. So arrow will go for Cleveland. Lindsay, left side. Cooley, no shot. Lindsay shoots a deep three. No good. Rebound. It's going to be Cleveland, but they travel with the ball. So give it back to the Bruins. Inbounds and won't go. And Krebs will clear for the Blue Raiders. Foul in backcourt on Cooley to stop the clock. So we walk it to the other end. As we said earlier, the post-game show brought to you by Leisure Time Bowling in just a couple of moments. And first one for Krebs is good. We want to thank Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland for bringing you this ball game tonight, and also all of the other sponsors that have been involved, such as Health Markets, Cleveland Utilities, Caldwell Paving, McDonald's, and on the missed shot, it's going to be Cleveland basketball. As coming back in will be Trevon Richards. Making his first appearance tonight, Caleb Reagan for the Bruins. McGowan to pull the trigger. Outside, Cleveland wanting to burn the last 49 seconds. Foul will be on the Bruins to stop the clock. Before we get away tonight, thanks to Gideon Ratcliffe of Mix 104.1, Austin Chadwick. Those two guys, they're the 24-hour guys. I think they just live, breathe, eat, sleep at Mix 104.1, 101.3 The Buzz, Fiesta 99.1, and Mix TV all together. So, guys, thank you very much. They did the heavy lifting, getting things set up and making things work tonight. My pleasure to work with them. At the free throw line, Cleveland leading 34-25. Javon James got that. So the lead in double figures with 48 seconds to go. Lindsay just letting the ball roll. Here's a drive and no good. And walking called as Eddings came down with the ball, came down to the floor, and they'll say that's a that's a walk. Shot is blocked by Eddings, but the foul as Lindsay will go to the free throw line. As Bush will come back in for Cleveland. And also coming back in will be Reagan of Lake Forest. Trey Lindsay pushes and it goes in. Eddings to get a break. And going out for the Bruins of Coach Nipper, Trip Norton. Second one from the Cleveland Utilities free throw line, in and out. And ball controlled by the biggest man out there, Krebs. Foul to stop the clock. As Reagan out and Norton in. And as Coach Nipper sending players in and out after each possession, running offense, defense, I would guess. So a discussion between the officials, a 30-second timeout. Now we get the indication. So we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
I choose Direct Primary Care Associates because of the relationship that I've developed with my care team.
They take me directly back and start evaluating my needs.
I choose Direct Primary Care Associates because of its flexibility, and so should you.
DPCA. Practice made perfect.
The burden of chronic pain, no matter the source, can have a crippling effect on our daily lives. If you suffer from pain in your joints, back, or neck, call the team at Interventional Pain Consultants. They will treat the source of the problem so you can increase your activity and enjoy life again. Interventional Pain Consultants has 3 locations in East Tennessee to serve you. They are proud to welcome back to Cleveland Bradley Central alum Dr. Josh Hare. Call today to schedule an appointment. 423-339-9581 or visit IPCTennessee.com.
Final few seconds of this rivalry game here on MixedTV.tv. The Bruins foul on the inbounds to stop the clock. It shows 36.3 seconds and Cleveland by 9 at 35-26. Earlier tonight, the Lady Raiders won against the Lady Bruins, as Cleveland remains undefeated on the year at 21-0. The Lady Raiders of Coach McGowan. Cleveland to shoot the free throws. Been a lot of trips to the free throw line the last couple of minutes. Shot is good. Javon James hitting the 3 here on 8th grade night at Cleveland Middle School. The cheerleaders, basketball players, all honored tonight between games. And second one, no good. Lindsay on the run, lost the handle, but knocked out of his hands by James. I want to thank Coach Scott Carroll, everybody here at Cleveland Middle for being such good hosts. Lindsay drives, he's knocked down, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Tay Lindsay from 15 feet. Cleveland Utilities free throw line. Cleveland Utilities, your hometown connection. Foul brought to you by Health Markets, and he got the first. Coming out for the Bruins, Axel Lee. Lindsay pushes too hard, and ball on the floor. Teammates got it. Reagan for 3, his first shot of the game. Off the glass, no good. Cleveland with the ball, the foul on the Bruins, so we'll walk it to the other end. And 5 fouls. So another one of the Bruins will be out of the game. Coming in, Axel Lee. And going out for the Bruins will be Tripp Norton. Bush, no good. Monquez Bush gets another from 15 feet. This one will come off the back of the iron also. Cleveland saves it. McGowan with the ball. Lindsay with the foul. So, nope, sorry. Reagan called for the foul. I thought it would. Let's back it up. I was right the first time. Number 3, not 35. Lindsay with the foul. That will be 5 on him, as Holden White will come back in. Cleveland at 9, 36-27. McGowan shot off the front. So Cleveland, holding on for 18 seconds, will be the number 2 seed in the tournament that starts Saturday at Lake Forest. And McGowan gets a second. And so the Bruins of Coach Nipper will be 3rd seeded in the tournament. Cleveland will be 2nd seed. Ocoee Middle, the 1st seed. Cooley, long 3, won't go. Ball on the floor, put back Reagan. Got it! The little man's first points of the game. And so 37-29. 7 seconds to go. And coming in, the crowd pleaser, Greg Kaysen, for Greg Kaysen coming in. And Cleveland fans standing and yelling, a fan favorite, Greg Kaysen coming in. Glad that Coach Derek Morris got Greg into the game. Greg encouraging the crowd. Greg Kaysen. That's very, very nice. Very nice gesture. So Greg's got them standing. Greg Kaysen. Long pass. They're trying to get it to Greg. It's out of bounds. Coach Derek Morris. Shot no good. Coach Derek Morris just flipped it over to Kaysen. Of course, Morris is out of bounds, and Kaysen took the shot. He's begging for the shot. He's got it in and out. Tough break. Final shot in the air and no good. And the final tonight, Cleveland 37, Lake Forest 29. Cleveland 37, Lake Forest 29. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up, brought to you by Leisure Time Bowling, and we'll be back in just a moment.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, with great news. Interest rates are super low, and your old car is worth more than ever. So if you're wondering if you should be buying a new Kia, it's a no-brainer. Worried about your credit? Don't sweat it. If you've got $500 down and you make $2,000 a month, I'll do my best to get you approved. Come see me, John Davis, at Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where car buying is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
KiaCleveland.com.
Attention, business owners and managers. Bring your team for team building to Leisure Time Bowling. Leisure Time Bowling offers your company or organization the chance to have fun together with bowling, great food, and a private meeting space. Research shows that team building leads to greater business success. Call Leisure Time Bowling to make your reservation at 728-2988. That's 728-2988 or ltbowling.com.
The postgame show tonight, as Cleveland wins 37-29 over Lake Forest. That means Cleveland will be number 2 in the tournament starting on Saturday at Lake Forest. And the Bruins of Lake Forest will be the number 3 seed for the tournament. Thanks to Andy Jenkins for helping me out. Appreciate it. And the information about the tournament that will be, he will be conducting over the district tournament at Lake Forest Saturday, 4 games Saturday, 3 on Monday for the semis, and then the championship and consolation on Tuesday night at Lake Forest Middle School. Please be out there if you can at Lake Forest Middle School. Final tonight, Cleveland 37, Lake Forest 29. Cleveland's record goes to 17-7 on the year. We hope to have Coach Morris up in just a moment, if possible, but gives us time to talk about the star of the game, brought to you by Mayfield's. And tonight for the Cleveland Blue Raiders, the star of the game, Lacorius Eddings, number 11. Mayfield Dairies, star of the game, the Blue Raider, Lacorius Eddings. He had a great game, both ends of the court. Strong offense, strong defense, and so he will be the Mayfield player of the game. And you're listening to watching the Leisure Time Bowling as Cleveland wins this one 37-29 over Lake Forest. And as we said earlier, Ocoee Middle School is the number 1 seed for the boys in the tournament. Cleveland now will be 2nd. Lake Forest will be 3rd. As we look for Coach Morris, don't see him yet, but let's talk. Okay, let's talk a moment about some very fine sponsors. I may have not gotten all of the people mentioned that needs to be mentioned, but let's start with the pregame brought to you by Cleveland Ford. The naming rights for the middle school games on mixtv.tv, Mountain View Nissan. Starting lineups was brought to you by Honda of Cleveland, live from the court, Springdale Heating and Air. The tip-off by Chat Cars. The broadcast booth, Audi of Chattanooga. Halftime, Interventional Pain Consultants, IPCTennessee.com. IPCTennessee.com, Interventional Pain Consultants. Stats by Crawford's Pharmacy, Volunteer Ritapest, L&B Appliance on Cherokee Road. As we said, this is the Leisure Time Bowling postgame show. And some other people that made all of this possible, bringing you the game tonight and other games this year for the middle schools. Mountain View Nissan with the scoreboard. Cleveland Utilities free throws. Fouls brought to you by Health Markets, Chris Young. Injuries, Direct Primary Care. Timeouts, McDonald's. Instant replay by Remember Me. 3 points, Kia of Cleveland. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 on South Lee. On the instant replays brought to you by Remember Me, Cleveland's first memory care unit, Remember Me. Shot blocks, Caldwell Paving. There were a lot of those in both games. First basket by Cleveland Plywood. Sideline reports Crawford's Pharmacy, United Community Bank, Lee University, and Bradley Concrete. So those are some of the special people that made all of this possible. Gideon Radcliffe and Austin Chadwick really made it possible by setting things up, making sure everything worked, and somehow kept me on the air. I don't know how. But anyway, thanks to the staff and management of MixTV.tv, Steve Hartline and everybody with our radio and TV station. As without them and the sponsors, we would not be able to bring you any basketball, which has been a pleasure doing the game tonight, my first TV basketball game. And so when you work with good people such as Austin and Gideon, it makes the job so much easier. Once again, thanks to Coach Scott Carroll of Cleveland Middle School. My old buddy made everything work very good tonight for us here at Cleveland Middle. And so, Austin, okay. Yes, Austin tells me that Derek Morris will be here in a moment, and so we'll take a break and come back with Coach Derek Morris.
We're here at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland.
We are here with great service.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here with great deals.
We're here for you.
So come shop Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland and cleveland-nissan.com today. Home of the exclusive lifetime warranty.
At Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, the tradition was founded by Ralph and Stella Buckner and continued by Ralph Buckner Jr. and his wife, Shari Buckner. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory is a tradition of service. Ralph Buckner Funeral Home and Crematory, caring for Cleveland families whenever they need them. Visit ralphbuckner.com.
Remember Me Senior Care is Cleveland's first assisted living and memory care neighborhood. They specialize in assisted living for those who are still active with a community of indoor and outdoor activities. They also provide memory care living for those who are facing life with dementia. Learn more online at remembermesc.com or call their office and set up an in-person visit at 423-473-3140. Remember Me Senior Care, a culture of care your loved one deserves.
Leisure Time Bowling postgame show. We're happy to have Coach Derek Morris with us here of the Blue Raiders. A 37-29 win, Derek. A big ball game tonight.
Yeah, that was exciting. Games are always so much fun. There's so much emotion, so much intensity, especially with it being an 8th grade night. You know, our boys got a little into that with a couple technicals that we'll address in practice. But, you know, for the most part, they held their cool. Didn't get overly frustrated, made plays when they had to. Wasn't our prettiest game, but, you know, we've grown a lot and can play through a lot of that now.
You had a very good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, crowd was great. Our student section was awesome. It's like almost like a small high school game.
Right.
That helps with the energy level and keeps everyone into it. So that was a lot of fun.
Some of the players that went above and beyond tonight for you.
Well, I mean, Lacorius Eddins is the man in the middle. He just does so much stuff. He handles the ball in the press when he needs to. He just bully balls people on the inside and scores layups. He defends 1 through 4 sometimes. So he's done a lot. Gabe. You know, everyone gets mad at Gabe because he misses at the rim sometimes, but the man has about 8 blocks a game, so
yes,
we'll take that all day long. And then, you know, Kaysen's always our guy that maybe not being big in the box score, but he always guards the best player, and he frustrated their number 3 a lot tonight.
Yes, and you know, Coach, casual fan will look at stats and say, oh, so-and-so got 10 points or so-and-so only scored 3 or whatever. But you got to have those role players that take on tough defense roles to make a winning team.
Absolutely. I think middle school, it's so important to have dirty work guys because it's a dirty game usually. It's not that crisp. So you got to have guys going to battle and hitting the floor and guarding people and boxing out. And yeah, I thought we did a better job than them at that, which is why we won.
Right. We picked Eddings as the player of the game.
It's a good pick.
And I'm glad you kind of second that a while ago when you mentioned him first off.
Yeah.
I just thought both ends of the court, man. I mean, he can bull his way when he needs to. He can look precise and everything. Basically, whatever you need from him, I thought.
He can, and he's just a real leader on our team. He came into our school about a year and a half ago. I had no idea what I had with him. He really wasn't that good last year, but he's really developed, and he's a real leader. I mean, even our assistant coach was getting a little heated over what he thought were some bad calls, and our 8th grader tapped him on the shoulder and said, Coach, it's okay. Just relax.
That's a real leader right there.
Yeah.
I thought you were so classy getting Greg Kaysen into the game at the end, and you made the play of the game when the ball is deflected to you, and in one motion you catch and release to him, and he gets a shot off. It didn't count, but, I mean, that was a great assist on your part.
You know, point guard skills are still there, but so that's actually Cam Garcia. Greg Kaysen couldn't be here tonight. I gave him his jersey.
Sorry.
No, it's your fault. It's right on the agenda there, but Cam Garcia is our manager, and he's worked super hard all year. He's at everything, and as you saw, everyone. I gave him a jersey at halftime, and everyone saw that. And even our kids on the bench that hadn't played were begging me to put him in. So I love that he got that opportunity.
I apologize for giving the wrong name on that.
It's my fault.
One last question, then we'll talk to Amy McGowan about her win tonight. What about Saturday, the tournament at Lake Forest?
So that put us at the 2 seed. Mm-hmm. So we will play East Hamilton Saturday. I forget what time. I think it's afternoon, 3:45 maybe. But you know, we played them early in the year and didn't do well up there. But you know, we're kind of clicking a lot better now, and I'm curious to see that rematch.
Coach, I appreciate you coming by very much. I appreciate your time before the game and now after the game. So thank you very much. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
We'll talk to Amy McGowan for a second. That's okay, no problem. I'm glad to have you now. Coach, same question I asked Derek. Who really came through for you tonight?
Well, you know, Araya Huffman, she's always coming through. I think we all played really hard. Emily Patterson down low, Izzy Smith, they, you know, and especially little Aislinn Stroud up there. She's a firecracker, and she really makes a lot of things happen. So I think we all had a collective game there, pretty good game.
Their coach told me before the game, this was an hour before the game, I asked her about playing you guys, and she said, well, their defense is just unbelievable. And I think it showed first quarter to the fourth quarter what your defense can do.
Well, you know, and we talk about it, that our defense creates our offense. Like, we don't need to be worried about what offense we're running, because if our defense is good, then then it's going to create offense for us. And so the first half, I feel like they got most of the 50-50 balls the first half, and we didn't have shots that were falling. But that second half, I think we really turned it up. And so the defense, that's how we went on a run, not necessarily in offense.
Mm-hmm.
So that really put us on that run.
I don't know how many turnovers, but you guys created a ton of turnovers tonight.
Well, I think one of the Lake Forest parents said they had I don't know, maybe he said they had 40 in the last 2 games. So probably 20 maybe, I don't know.
Well, there was a lot. I don't know how many, but there sure was a lot. Your thoughts going into Saturday in the tournament?
Well, I think that obviously that we are, the number 1 seed, and we haven't lost a game yet this year, but we've got to really we're going to see a lot of junk. They were in some junk defenses, and we're gonna see some more of that. I think throughout the postseason, and so we've got to make some adjustments there because the girls they get confused out there. They don't and you're in middle school and you don't see that a lot, and so when that happens, they kind of freak out a little bit.
Well, you guys will get them straightened out in plenty of time. I mean, tell me one more question, I'll let you go. It's getting kind of late for everybody, I guess. This group this year compared to other groups, not as far as who's best or anything like that, but just what is this group like this year?
Well, this group, they're just really special, and they, a lot of people want to say, well, it's the best team you ever had here. But they just, Coach Holly Stroud, she's had them playing together all summer, and they just together all the time, and that really, I think, makes a difference. And they've got a lot in front of them, and so I think that we're going to do well.
You're going to take them like you did the volleyball team?
Well, I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I hope so.
I really hope so. Amy, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
I'm thoroughly enjoying talking to you. I really do. And so just the best of luck, and just keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Bye-bye.
Amy McGowan of the Lady Raiders. We appreciate her making the effort up here upstairs to help us wrap up this broadcast. Thanks to everybody back at the station, all the sponsors and everybody associated with Mix TV and our radio stations. Thanks to Gideon. Thanks to Austin for making things work. For Terry Evans, that's going to wrap it up here at Cleveland Middle School. Cleveland wins the girls and boys games. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching.